Right, we're live. Let's play some background music. So yeah, this evening I wanted to get a head start in the practice for Bongo Warriors race at Paul Ricard, because I don't know the track very well. This morning I raced with Yaki and Art. I was in the GT3s. I'm gonna train in the LMP2s because that's what I drive in the championship. But this morning in the GT3, in the Porsche GT3, was awful. I didn't have a setup. I didn't know the tracks. I was about 4 seconds off pace. But this track suits better the faster cars like LMPs, Hypers, even Formula 1 cars, I guess. Alright, let's set up a practice session. Tried earlier the in-game CDA profile setup, and it works quite well. I'm not gonna have any AI on the track for now. I'm gonna jump in Bongo's Discord. Maybe someone wants to chat. I see Bongo comes channel 3. Alright, so let's see. Let's get my setup, the changes I did to compare it. Actually, let's load the Coach Dave one and use mine to compare it, right?
Air and track temperatures are increasing. Air temp is now 23. The track temperature is now 35 Celsius.
Alright, compared setup here. So I lowered the TC to 4. Increased the preload a bit to 100, I think. Then the brake bias still is biased towards the front, but a bit less. 2 clicks to the right. Pedal force to 78%. Is it 78? Nice, I put it to 79. Gonna dial it back to 78. Right, I removed the packers here in the back and added 5 more centimeters to the rear height.
The track temperature is increasing. It's now 37 Celsius.
click to the left, both front and back towings. But I might tune a bit more this setup. Alright, so let's load this one. %70 is fine. There's a bit more play that can be done with the rear wing. Alright, let me try to do a few laps without spinning. Normally I use the virtual mirror in this car because there's no other rear mirror, only the side mirrors are not enough.
The brake temperatures are low. We need to get some heat into them.
Just do a few laps. I suppose I'll spin soon, so then what I was thinking is look into Jardier's drive here at Paul Ricard in an LMP2 to learn the lines better.
The track temperature is falling. It's now 35 Celsius.
Anyway, one thing I can say for sure that this track is much more enjoyable in a LMP car than in a GT3 car.
Okay, Michael, you need to watch the track limits.
Is this full throttle? A bit of lift. Maybe with the right setup and the proper approach, that can be full throttle there.
Track limits. Brake taps look good. Your tyres are cold, watch out.
This setup is quite good. Maybe I can go ahead and lower the wing even more. I don't know if I gonna get any benefit out of that. Hello Tony, thank you for the like. Let's see, I had so earlier I managed to do a 154.6, and I see that when this track came out for LMU I did a 209 in Lexus. This morning I could barely do a 211 in the Porsche, but yeah, no practice at all, no setup. 209 is low anyway. That's for GT3s, I mean. LMPs, I don't know. Let me check that spreadsheet that I use as reference. In there is, where is it? Here it is. So for the GT3s, Paul Ricard right here. This should be race pace, so I would be happy to have my personal best around 207. For LMP2s, ELMS spec, Oreca right here. So my personal best was 54.6, so somewhere here. So I should improve the personal best to maybe a 53.0, maybe, and get a race pace of 53 highs, or maybe break into 52s with the personal best and have the race pace as 53. Otherwise I won't be doing much in the race next week. Alright, so I wanted to check. 1 second, let me remove this off the screen. And look and find a video by Jardier at Paul Ricard.
Calcă fără griji, garantat.
That audio was from a commercial on YouTube. Alright, I have the main man right here, Jardier. So this happened, let's see when this, 10th of December 2025, a few months ago. She's trying to qualify here. Right, I'm gonna pause the music for few minutes to hear him.
Thank you so much. This is gonna be like crazy difficult race, guys. Big survival race, and we have really fast people, and we have David Mrocek, who is like top 3 driver in this game, I would say. Yesterday we fought with him like for like an hour 20, but then he beat us in the end. And I'm sure he's gonna be more prepared today than yesterday. Is it better, guys? Can you guys hear me better now?
Right, this is the trickiest corner for me. The long right-hander, and this one as well. It's a long left-hander. These are most tricky, especially in the GT3 cars. The LMPs are better because the aerodynamics are better for in cornering, in fast cornering, but the GT3 is... Alright, so she's coming here in the first, early on the throttle. Didn't manage to ride there, but let's see.
That was a super giga slow lap.
So brake at almost 100, second gear. Yeah. Doing fine here, I guess. Alright.
I hope myself will be better in the rain. It will be really bad if
right, this is tricky as well. Not to get the track. Here should be full throttle.
The long left turn in this last sector is one of the worst corners in the game. It's one of the corners in the world, man. I love this trick in real life. But that,
first, so he shifts down to first here, so he can get the revs to accelerate. I think I'm doing that as well.
Yeah,
he goes in 6 full throttle here.
He went with the Leon LMP3.
Alright, so he shifts down to second, but late shifting. Here. He keeps it wide, shifts down to first.
I'm kidding, of course.
Alright, so he comes in near the apex. Yeah. Let's see what time he did with this one. 50.
One more lap to go. I didn't took enough fuel.
He did a 150. And the spreadsheet was... the spreadsheet here. Yeah. Between alien and competitive. So where did he do a better one next?
I just want a budget.
Damn. Don't want commercials. Come on. Alright, let's see if he did a better one. He's up here. Yeah, he's up by a lot, so it might worth it watching this one from the start.
One more lap to go. I didn't took enough fuel.
Second here, cut that corner.
Shit.
Shift to third.
I didn't took enough fuel, damn it.
Sorry? He can hear me better.
Nice second gear here.
What was that? I should have taken more fuel, guys. I do like the new tire model. On LMP2 is so much better. The car is like, it's still deadly as hell, but you can catch some slides way better. Like yesterday there was a meme on my stream, because I said it like 10 times yesterday. I had some drift and I was like, yeah, I would spin pre-update, you know?
I wonder what's his wing setting for this lap.
Oh, that was bad.
So first, so in the chicane, and here he shifts down to first.
The drinking game from yesterday, yeah.
This is gonna be 49 something.
I don't have a fuel for one more lap.
49.6.
I don't have a fuel for one more lap.
Alright. So he did a 49.6. Yeah. That's amazing. Let me move this out of the way now. Let's see if I learned anything. Alright, fuel. Lower the wing a bit. Yeah, keep taking a look to the side, even though there's no AI on the track. So here he's shifting down to first. He brakes quite late closer to the 100 mark. I need to warm up the tires a bit first.
Little polish out, mate. Forget about it.
Not gonna apply what I've learned from Jardier yet because the tires need to be warmer to be able to push. But I've seen that he stays wide here and then he comes in. And down to first, of course, and here he shifts down to second. Let's stay close to the left side curbs. Then coast, shift to first. Try not to get invalidated here. Okay. Down to second. And as I come out, I'll shift to third. Maybe I should wait a bit more before shifting to third. Here, brake aggressively to second, not first. Here I should be in first. And here I should have a nice flow into these corners.
The brake temperatures look good.
Fast.
Watch the track limits, please, Michael.
Can't brake later, I should brake at 100 the latest. Let's see if I shift to the 6th gear, maybe I can go full throttle here, yeah? No problem. And keep it in third and shift to second. I think I should have waited a bit more to shift down. So my goal is to get in the 50 freeze, but probably not today. I'll have to practice a lot more to be able to do that. This time I was too early on the brake.
Track limits, keep it within the lines. track limits, please, Michael.
That was a bit better. But here comes the hard part. Yeah, invalidate. I think for the GT3s and the Hypers, this track is really good if you try to fuel save. I mean VE save. This car only has fuel, it doesn't have the VE. So coasting helps more with VE saving than fuel saving. Still you can save fuel by coasting, but if you short shift will save you fuel.
this lap, track limits.
Oh, I forgot the chicane. Fuck. Bung. Alright. So I did a 55. I was doing a 54.6 earlier. So.
Damn it. I underfueled.
I played Jardier's video. I just wanted to play the background music instead. Alright, so what else? I wanted to show you the SimPro manager. So I've been running these settings for the LMP2. If you have a Simagic wheelbase, I have the Alpha U, so the older model, and I keep it at 72 with all the other parameters like you see them here. I settled on this a long time ago. I started LMU, when I started LMU in May last year, I already had this wheelbase, so it took me a few months, maybe 2 months, to settle on these settings for the LMP2. And then for the LMP3 I have the same. For the Hyper I use a bit more force feedback for the Hyper, 75 here, compared to the LMP2. And then for the GT3s, changed a couple of things here, and I lowered the force feedback to 70, and that is corroborated with the GT, with the in-game settings here. Let's see, controls, force feedback strength 50, force feedback smoothening 3, and collision strength 25. And I'm happy with the results I get in terms of feedback from the wheel and all. Speaking of Simagic gear, I noticed that they have a new version of SimPro Manager. I think that's because they just released the new Alpha Evo Ultra base. So quickly going through what's new here. So it's basically a new install. You'll have to migrate your settings if you have them. There's supposed to be a module that helps you migrate your settings, and the pedal settings are now part of the profiles and not separate things. So let's see, added feedback submission, I don't care about that. This one is good, but I'm not gonna change it to V3 of the SimPro. Sure, they did nothing for the older alpha models, so it won't make a difference. I can only make things worse. I don't know about these optimizations, this naming, I don't care. Maybe for the pedals something is different, so that might be interesting. I don't have the FX Pro. I have the P1000s, not the P700. These are the newest, I think, and they stand between the P500 and the 1000. Now resolve rotary encoded inputs for the GT Neo. I do have the GT Neo, but I didn't have any problems with it lately. It had some disconnects due to the wireless connection, but very rarely. But in the last few months it didn't happen, so I don't think I need to do anything. And I also have the Neo X button box with a round wheel. I'm not gonna switch. I'm happy with V2 and what I have now. Everything works. And this is the new wheelbase. This the Evo line is supposed to be much more responsive than the old line, but I really don't like the design here. So they use plastic in the front and in the back compared to the Alpha, which is all aluminum construct. And maybe it's a bit better in terms of force feedback, but I wouldn't switch to the Evo Ultra from the normal Alpha U. So I have the, where is it? This one. This one is great. Alright, and one last thing that I noticed is the TinyPedal, the tool that helps me get all the overlays with information, had a big update. Many widgets received additional separate color option. I spent a lot of time to find the proper colors for the widgets. Alright, let's see what changed. Yeah, this is gonna be helpful. Let's see, show option, search box. Auto backup car setup. I think this is already available for LMU. Stats module. Fuel calculator, shore height strength. Show safety car. That's for R factor to the safety car. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna move to this version. Wait for the next, maybe wait for the next release and jump on that one. Alright. Back on track for some more practice, I guess. And I should really stop the music if I want to make any progress. Alright. So I said I'm gonna... Did I say I'm gonna increase the ride height back a bit? What's the minimum front? Let's see what happens. Move the brake bias towards the rear a bit. I have to keep an eye on the rear brakes to see if they overheat or not. Yeah, for now I'll just go like this. Let's see if it's stable or not.
The track temp's increasing. It's now 37 Celsius. Your brakes are cold. Be careful. Temperatures look good.
I'll have to configure the speed trap location. what's the higher speed point. I lost it a bit too easy there, so maybe I should change the setup a bit. Let me look for the Paul Ricard track on Google Maps. Try to identify the place of the highest speed. Alright, so this is the track here. Start somewhere over here. Right, somewhere over here. Is the back straight longer than this straight here? So you come here and you go full throttle, you take this left-hander full throttle, so you should, guess you should have the highest speed before the chicane here. To change route. Don't want you to go that way, man. About 3 kilometers, is that alright? Kilometers. About 2.8. I'm gonna try 2.8 to see if it's the correct one. So tools, track info editor, Paul Ricard ELMS. So speed trap at 2,800 meters after the start. Apply safe. Go and see if I got that right. Right, the setup, let's see. Maybe the front. Yeah, maybe that was too much. And I don't think the wing really helps. So I'm gonna leave it like this and see what what speed gets captured, to see if it benefits in any way to have it lower, but I don't think so. Alright, let me keep it somewhere around 100 kph to see where it changes. So it was before the, let's go back, before the 100 meters braking marker. God damn it. Got disqualified. I think it was in the right location. Just before you brake. Can I restart? I'll just go again. Still not gonna add any AI cars on the track. Didn't save the profile though. The setup, not the profile. So what did I change? Let's go a bit lower here. I'll just keep it P7, the rear wing.
The track temperature's rising. It's now 37 Celsius. Brakes are cold, let's get some heat.
Alright, so I'm doing 282 kph before breaking into the chicane. I was braking better there on the in lap. .264, so I broke early. Maybe I should move the trap a bit towards the back.
This lap will be invalidated.
Carry too
Watch
much
the track
speed,
limits. Brake temperatures are fine.
That's good.
Got cold tyres, we need to get some heat into them. Okay, Michael, we need to watch the track limits.
Decent lap so far.
approach the track limits.
That felt better in that section. But I lost in the initial stage. There's surely more time to be found here in these corners. Supposed to cut there. Now I remember. The T1, the first left-hander, I'm supposed to cut. I cut too much.
Mind these track limits, please, Michael.
So first thing first, move the speed trap a bit back. By 20 meters, so 2,780 meters from the start line. Then see if, so I don't need any blanking here, break that duct. us.
Brakes are cold. We need to get some heat into them. Brake temperatures look good. They'll invalidate this lap.
better than before. I locked up there.
This lap will be deleted.
Too much.
Forget about that. It'll probably just polish out. Okay, Michael, you need to watch the track limits.
I think I can put my foot down a bit earlier there. I'm quite consistent with my times now. High 54s. But I want the PB to get into the 53s. Then lower the race pace to 54 lows. And hopefully with a bit more practice I can get the quali pace into 52s and race pace into high 53s maybe. Shifting to neutral was unintentional.
this lap. You've cut the track. Watch the track limits, please, Michael.
Minimum improvement here.
Track limits, this lap will be deleted. Okay, Michael, we need to watch these track limits.
finish the fuel, then so that's 3 laps. Practice the pit entry because the pit entry is really dodgy on this track.
These track limits.
Got 10 track limits. Hey Jackie. Yaki. The LMPs are much nicer here than the GT3s, Yaki.
Mind these track limits, please, Michael.
Almost cut there, but didn't. Finally a good lap. It took forever to get into the 53s.
Okay, stop requested. Pit crew's ready. You've gone outside of track limits there.
Once I'm on the limiter here, I don't need to slow down. Yeah. All right. Let's see. So I did a 53.6. Sorry, 53.6 to this should be my race pace. I need to get into the 52s for quali pace. I guess 100 more laps maybe and I'll get there. We'll see. For now I'm gonna end the stream here. Thanks everyone for watching. And thanks to Jardier for the free lesson. I watched one of his videos where he was driving the LMP2 on Paul Ricard to see exactly the gears he uses in each corner. I think it helped me. I did make some progress, but I need to be better. Alright, thanks everyone. Catch you in the next stream. Have a great evening. Have a good night. Bye bye.